Hey guys, it's Chris. Just a little update on the car. Not a whole lot going on. You all have heard the term happy wife, happy life. Well, sometimes you got to take a minute and make the wife happy, right? So here it is. That's her new 2013 Camaro convertible. But she is very happy. So it's a nice car. It's got a V6 in it. V6 makes like 332 horsepower, 323 horsepower, some crazy number. Really nice. It's like new. She loves it. She's happy. Very nice car. Just looking at it, I was thinking about this car, and when my '68 400 Firebird came out from the factory, it was rated at 335 horsepower at 470 foot-pounds of torque, and this thing, here's this little six-cylinder, brand new Camaro, and it makes just as much horsepower. Nowhere near the torque, but pretty close. Anyway, that's a really nice car. She loves it. She's a convertible girl, so. And she deserves it for putting up with all my crap, so. Anyway. Look at those door gaps. Wish my door gaps were anywhere close to that. I could only dream, you know. Not gonna happen anytime soon, I'm afraid, but with a lot more work, I might get there. Anyway, on my car. I've been working on the hood. Actually went out and measured the original hood today because I was having an issue with the gaps. I'm shooting for an 1/8 inch gap all the way around the hood, which should be close to factory. And that's about where we're at right there. That's an 1/8 inch stick, paint stick. The side of the hood fits pretty good most of the way down. Can't really complain. Fits good on that side. I had it to where it was an 1/8 inch all the way around. Fits good there. This is just taped in place, so I know where that body line lines up. But anyway, it's really good. There. It's real tight on the other side, though. I keep trying to. I had it just about perfect, but this side keeps, every time I tighten this fender down, it pulls the lip up, so it tightens that gap all the way down. It's good here, or pretty close there, you know, without making this way off. I had it to where it was an 1/8 inch all the way around the car by taking the shims out of that side and basically evening the shims up from side to side. But when I did that, this reveal was way out, so you can see right now it's still way off. But looking at this door in here, there's quite a bit of buildup right in this area, so I'm going to see if I can't get a block out and start taking some of that down. I don't like Bondo on the edges. So I know there's a really bad high spot right here from where the fender brace is, so it just kind of dawned on me, one tool I don't have in the shop is a block of wood. And I think I probably need a couple blocks of wood laying around to beat on. If I had one, I could probably get this side straightened out, you know, put a block of wood up in here and beat on it, see if I can move this fender over a little bit, or just that. I'm going to have to take a grinder and grind the edges because they're just not sharp enough right on top. I was almost to the point of splitting one side of this hood open all the way down with a cutoff wheel and beating it over and welding it back up because I thought it was way off, but I went out and measured the original hood that came off this car, which is on my '68 car right now. And it's only like maybe a 1/16 inch wider in the back. And it's exactly 49 inches in the front, which is what the hood measures. So it's not that far off to where I think I'm going to split it. I hope not, anyway. I don't want to have to do that. On the rest of the car, figured out that I'm going to go ahead and try to put a piece of rod this way, and here I'm going to cut as much of that out and put a piece of rod in there so it's nice and straight. And I'm going to build it up with a piece of rod up in here and cut it out, and should close up that gap right in here. And then I can kind of bend it around to where it actually follows the seam like it's supposed to, instead of there being this big huge gap right here. Put a piece of 1/8 inch dowel down there, and it kind of straightens everything out. So that makes me kind of believe that the top of the fender needs to come back a little more. But if I do that, then the other side can't come back anymore at all, because it's too, well, actually it probably can once I get that door, because I think that door needs to go back a little bit as well, because right now I got the strikers in this, and the door is kind of, the catch is dragging on the striker. Now I was thinking that it's kind of low right in here, so I was thinking about if I got a block of wood and push that out, it wouldn't drag there anymore. But I think it can go back a little more. It's real close, so I hate to move it any more than it already is. I'm going to have to rotate the door out a little bit to get some of this out and increase that gap there a little bit, so that's a little tighter than I'd like. But I think that shouldn't be a problem. Same with the other side. And I think if I rotate the other side out enough, where there's enough space in here, that I'll get rid of my hitting issue right here, where that piece hits on the inner fender. It doesn't hit right now, but it's still real close, and it will. I mean, if there's paint on it, it would take the paint off, I'm sure. So if I adjust that door out a little bit, and then I'm going to have to basically, seeing how right now the backs are pretty much lined up almost perfect, and it should get a little better. You know, it's real close all the way down on these lines here. I'm going to have to just tweak the doors a little bit, you know, rotate them a little bit, and, you know, get them to where they line up on the fender, and then make them line up to the quarter panel again without shifting them forward and back. And that's all I can really figure out to do on that at this time. I've been working on the decklet spoiler a little bit. This is all fiberglass, and I'm getting like a pockmark kind of thing going on here. And what the guys at the body shop at my work said to do was to use some polyester primer on it, and like several coats of polyester, sand it all down, do several coats of polyester primer on it, and then block it. So what I got going on right now is I'm sanding it all down to where where the pock marks are kind of going away, and it's nice and smooth right in here. And then I'm putting polyester glazing putty over all these areas, and I'll block it out smooth again and see if that kind of helps fix that problem. Little high right there. Started sanding the tail panel down. That's all I've really got going on so far. Making progress. Haven't really had a whole lot of time. I've been working. Camaro purchase took up a little time, but need to get back on this and start making some progress. Anyway, that's what I have for an update, and I hope you guys are all enjoying your weekend and getting some stuff done on your own cars. A lot of you guys are making really good progress. I wish I was making as good a progress as you guys. Figured out that this fender reveal right here, where the flare is, that's close to stock. The other side's not. So I'm going to dig into that after I get some of these other little issues taken care of and see if I can't restore some of that body line somehow. Maybe I'll get a attach panel and see if I can make it work. Maybe, I don't know, there might be some extra buildup right in here, a Bondo or something, so maybe I'll just get after that with a block, a grinder and stuff, and that out. Can't really hear anything. Doesn't sound like there's any Bondo anywhere in there, and you can't feel any damage from the backside, but I'm thinking there's some damage in there somewhere that I just haven't caught yet. This is all done years, you know. My buddy was doing this stuff 15, 20 years ago, so who knows? I can't remember, you know. I was busy building the motors for his car, and he was working on my car, and you know, who knows what all happened, transpired back then, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to move on and get her done. Hopefully get it done right. But one thing I did do was, I was looking at this, I was sitting on this little wheel stand here, and noticed when you looked across the deck lid, it was up almost a ½ inch, and there's a big huge gap down here and a big huge gap down on this side, and it was about like what it is right in the center here. So I used one of the hard sanding blocks, put it right on the latch and massaged that down and bent it as much as I could. But when I did that, there was a big old dent right here, and there's a big old high spot right here now that I got to take care of from tweaking it. And well, two steps forward, 3 steps back type thing going on there, but it's making some progress. Oh, where's the key? Anyway, seeing as how every time I make a long video they just cut it off anyway, I'm going to end that there, and y'all have a good night. Bye. Thanks for watching.